And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna do some Guild Wars 1 on the alt account. Specifically going back to world map completion and stuff. This map's taking me a lot longer than I would like, but that's because I'm not focusing on it very well. Anyways, so yeah, if my voice is a little groggy, I'm sorry. It's due to the fact that it's foggy this morning, and while I didn't get cold, the fog has kind of made my throat sound kind of bad. So I may end up clearing my throat a lot, and I may end up sneezing a few times because it's just chilly. Now, I'm down here helping. So let's see here. We need to rescue trapped allies under the shipwreck, retrieve and return store boxes, and dig through piles of sand. Okay. Underwater combat's probably not my favorite thing in this area. Yeah, I could... See, this is the other problem I'm having. My one problem with the shallow water is that it's so difficult to I don't even have my weapon out. It's so hard to see everything. But that's kind of a common game thing. You know what? The other thing about that is a very common game issue that happens a lot. Can we get the one guy here? This guy? That's not what I want, but that's fine. Alright. That worked out better than I thought it would. Considering I don't have the greatest equipment. Like, that's not saying anything bad, it's just, it is what it is in the matter. Can we not switch targets? What if I just sit here and kill them? This might be the fastest way to do this. Sorry. This mission. Yeah, he's kind of close. Let's do that. I like the underwater combat, like, in Guild Wars 2. I just wish that it wasn't so hard to, like, figure these things out. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be so hard to get, Am I supposed to take this up to them or something? Return them to the sand? Okay. I don't think that helped. Let's retrieve the mines for strongholds. Okay, so I guess this is what we've got. So I guess I have to take this up to them. I guess. I've never really done the mine part on this one. I was about to say, I like the underground, the mine, like the underwater combat, but the problem with it is that it makes it really hard to, like, see where you're at, because it's like floating. It's like fighting in space instead of being on the ground. And I think that's really difficult, that as a character or player, you have a hard time distinguishing up from down, like, because of the way it's set up. I feel like there's very few games where they have 3D, like, floating material, like, awareness, like, that works. You know, I'm trying to think of, like, how to explain it, but, like, it's really difficult to, like, make a game that works in a 3D, like, in a where you can go in any direction type thing, and make it still kind of apply by the world at large, you know? But I kind of wish that one thing that they did is that the player had maybe the when you're underwater that you wouldn't be so slow, or maybe you had like a skills that could boost you. Some skills could do that, like some of these like healing ones and some of the others like Zephyr and stuff. But when you go underwater, the weapon materials or abilities are not great. They're not bad, but they're not great either. I really like the gun. And that's the thing, right? There's not as many varieties. I want more varieties. We got the spear and everything, which is great. But like I want more guns, like underwater stuff. Give me a flare gun. Imagine if you gave a flare gun for the underwater stuff and it acts kind of like a what do they call it? Torch. It has the same kind of stats and stuff. It causes burning and stuff. That kind of thing. Like there's something like that. I mean, you could also go so far as to do magic as well, because magic could be another factor of this game's lore too. So you could end up just having magic enchant and stuff and infuse things. Honestly, I think it's really sad when you see the Char with no fur on their tail. Like the undead version of them, they just look so sad. I know they're dead and they're supposed to look kind of like dead and you know skeletal, but it's sad. It just looks sad. Okay, we got that heart, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I think that like I love Guild Wars 2's water, but I wish it was better. I wish it was a little bit more easier to maneuver and you had more weapons to pick from. There we go. Because I don't mind it so much. And having Skimmer is really good too. I don't have gear on this character. I intentionally didn't put gear on this character because I didn't see the point of it. Alright, let's see. I was trying to see if I had pathing on this one set up. Jackal. Okay, so there's stuff over here. What am I missing? Okay, so I do know there's some hearts here. Okay, so there's a heart in a location that I haven't been to. I'm trying to make sure that I didn't miss anything why I was... You don't need like visas and stuff. Okay, so yeah. So it's this whole unexplored section over here. That's good. There's some stuff over here. Let's go ahead and finish exploring the water. The reason for that is that trying to get over this without a skimmer is going to be a pain. Honestly, you know what? Now that I think about it, skimmer should have been one that is a amount that should be given in Tyria, basically, because there's a lot of water bases, a lot of like water levels. At start. And yeah, I could technically, I have the desert stuff. I could, sorry, that grass threw me off. It was really, I couldn't tell if it was, for some reason I thought it was like an animal. But then I was like, no animal's green. Anyways, as I was saying, I think Skimmer should be a starting one because Skimmer would make traveling Tyria very easy. Granted, there's a lot of other maps and expansions and stuff that have water in it, but I feel like Tyria at large has a lot more waters to work with and a lot more traversing of water. So I feel like that should be a default amount, an introductory one. Or like give it to them at the beginning, but don't give them any upgrades until the second game. Now the problem is I'm pretty sure Skimmer is locked behind Cannon Jump for the Raptor, so I can see it not being something that would be easily unlocked. So that might be why they didn't do that. You know, because it's been locked behind that a lot longer. But I still think it would be a good idea. There's another water thing there, but I'm going to go for this visa first. Skimmer can reach that? That's interesting. I guess with the new skills it's got, it could reach it. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to like. See, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be an annoying problem. Okay, see if we can get up here. There we go. Bunny hop. See, I find the bunny hop's a little bit more difficult half the time than just the full-on throwing hands. Because it's hard to like just jump just a tiny bit. But that goes for a lot of games though too. So I'm not talking smack on Guild Wars 2 for that. That's just an overall thing. Is that thing still smoldering? So it's like I can't tell if it's smoldering or it's just the fact that it's like water effects. Okay, so we've got that, and there's a point of it's just below us as well, and sorry, I was sitting here thinking. Okay, there's that. There's that point of interest. And now let's go to that visa. The underwater, not the visa, the waypoint. Sorry. No one's got time for your business. We got things to do. All right, this area is just so big, so massive. All right, let's see if we can get over to this waypoint. There it is. Oh, there's a heart here too. Interact with the nets, chumbuckets, and kill crate. Okay, so. Have I done this one? I feel like I've done a mission just like this. Probably. I probably have done this in a different location. I bet you anything. Because some of these missions, are very commonly used throughout the realm because they're really like a common realm. Like, there's a lot of bar fights in like the Shiver Peaks and stuff. So I wonder if that's a thing. Okay. Sorry, it just occurred to me that the heart isn't popping up, so I'm a little confused. Like how much the heart fills and stuff. Yeah, see. So I wondered. One second. Because I don't see a heart here. I don't know why it wants me to do that. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, I would say I don't know if this heart is actually here anymore. Because it shows as being a heart, but I think it could just be an error. So I was like pretty sure I did a heart like this already somewhere else. Like I think Blitch could be just bugged for a moment. Because they did update it recently. So it could just be a little bug right now. Could be why I'm seeing things fuck off. There. The V's up there. I think on this side. I don't remember if we can walk up this one or not. Some of them require you to be on a specific side of them, yeah. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Got it. See, I like this boss area too on this map. I think this is the one where you can fight the undead dragon. This area is... I say this area is so weird because it's both dead and alive at the same time. I think this is the one I'm thinking of that you fight Sun Quad, or whatever his name is. Yeah, it's down here. We're in this region. But yeah, this one I like as a story because it's so interesting. Like it's quite horrifying when you're a new player and you're running around like, this is cool. No, it's not. It's dangerous. And everything's out to get you. I also do like this heart here as kind of helping you figure out that a meta is about to happen. Because this is like how they figure out when it arrives is based off like the sensors being weird, I think. If I can remember correctly. Axe are so dangerous. There we go. Axe ricochet is pretty bad. Like it's not bad like in a bad way, but it's dangerous if not done right. Okay. I thought it would give me a prompt, but we'll see in a bit. I probably should go over there and grab that waypoint while I'm at it. There we go. This should give me some points for the mission. But I should go grab that waypoint there. Oh, the island. Okay. Let's go grab this waypoint here. I forgot. Like I said, I was wondering if you could, like, grab stuff. Like if you could deactivate them, but it doesn't look like you can. There we go. Oh, my inventory is full. I didn't even think about that. We can throw that away. We don't need that anymore. I thought I was going to use it for anything, but you know. There we go. Do. Let's see. So we need to get an experiment weapons from Karma to test. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go grab it from him then. Nice. Got some XP. Okay, let me grab it from. Is it you that's your name's Karma? I can't tell because the stupid bubble's in the way. Okay. All right. All right, there we go. I knew there was a way to kill these things. We had to use a. Actually, I don't know. That is kind of sitting on top of that. I thought this was the little gear was for the mouth, but I think it's for the scanner. So. There we go. Oh, damn, he just disappeared completely. I think this one was what turned into something else. I like the ice cannon bit. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's fun. I also think that that'd be a cool thing you could do is you could change out weapons based on elements and stuff. Like if you could make it to where that button made it dead. Clearly. But I think it'd be kind of cool if you could add effects to your weapon. What's the word I'm looking for? That what's the word? I'm trying to think of how to explain it without it being too confuzzled with my thoughts. Actually, do I have a lower craft? I don't think I do. We'll waste it and do this because I need to get rid of some of these smaller things in my pocket. There we go. We've got it's a green one, so I need to do green. Deposit what I can, consume that. I should actually, now that I think about it, I have a character who has Artificer. I should just start saving my luck from this character too and storing it. Oh, it pushed me into the mouth. That's stupid. It's alright. Okay, I think that'd be fun. Yeah, see the hearts following me in weird ways. I don't have the gun anymore, so we'll go grab it. Let's see. But yeah, I think you should be able to add an aspect to your gun or your weapon where that can like for instance, if you can add ice or fire attributes, but you have to do an achievement to do it. But the only problem I could see with that is that you can make it that people would end up adding like different things, and then everyone would become elementalists, you know, and defeats the a champion. Why would it turn him to a champion? Oh, so I don't think that's a champion. Because champions are really strong, right? I don't know. It's whatever. Maybe we just do it that put fear into the heart of man. Okay, it's weird when they poof some out of existence because I'm just like, wait, where's my target? Like it's one thing, like because they go from standing to just not standing anymore, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Forgot I gotta hold. All of these are hold skills. Here we go. There we go. Get them going. Let's do that. Okay, I have two things to say. One, as I said, it'd be interesting if you could add an aspect to your weapons and stuff, which is one thing. But also, why is it that's supposed to be a Norn, right? That's a Norn's thrall, right? Why is he wearing what looks like fishing wear? Like it looks from it was like a lot of people who like are fishing on like the water and stuff. I don't know why my keys are wanting to take. Like fishermen that are deep sea fishing. There we go. Like deep sea fishers. But like last from what I know, the Shiver Peaks isn't exposed to the lake or to the rivers and stuff. So why is it look like a fisherman? Okay, there we go. I like the Aurora one. I think it's my favorite. Or like Ankin. I think it's the Arcane Beam's what called. I like it. It's very funny. But yeah, like he looks like he's got overalls on. And like you would for like a deep sea fisherman, but he's supposed to be a Norn, right? So if he's a Norn, like none of the Norn have clothing like that. That's why I'm like confused about it. Because normally if you go to a certain locations and stuff and you see certain people, like if you go to the dock workers look different than the, hold up, than the rest of them. Okay, so there's one heart left, one hero, and a waypoint. And the waypoint's over here. We'll go to that waypoint. It's the one through the cave, right? I think. Yeah. There's also a mastery up there. Okay. There's also... Okay. I'm pretty sure my character doesn't have to be level 80 to do... Okay, yeah, there's... Yeah. Sorry, I was seeing about this area. Sorry, I was getting nosy. I was getting nosy and I shouldn't have. Because I wanted to see if there was a path here. Can I just... I also kind of wish that there... Like, okay, for instance, I'm not going to get up. There's just too many of them right here. Even if I was on equal terms with them, which I'm not, because I'm like below level on them. I wish you could just say give up or go ahead and teleport away. And I just because it's like I got other things to do. I don't have time for that. You know? But no, I wanted to see if there was any pathways that way or whatnot. Okay. I don't know. Should I help with that? It would push the heart pretty aggressively. There, if I could stop having them do Condi damage. There we go. It's a lot of pushback here. Can we pick on that one? There we go. There we go. Like I said, that was a lot of pushback. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Good, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so there was that little fight there that was causing problems. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. See, I want a home decoration of this. Can we get like a homestead decoration like this where it's all blue and stuff? I like the blue flowers. Here we go. All right. Hate those frogs. They're a problem. Okay, that light's on. There we go. Sorry, I was thinking of how I was gonna do this. There we go. I do with them pretty well. There we go. It's auto attacking. Okay, do I have any gold? Green? There was green. Okay. You gave me gear and that? That's interesting. I thought I only ever did one or the other. Oh, because they were stacked up. I was like, I thought they only dropped one gear each, not like more than that. But no, it's because they're standing on top of each other. That's why. At some point, you stop in a city and actually finish breaking stuff. Sell a bunch of junk. But I just haven't done it yet. Well, what if you have sisters? Then what? Do you have an answer for that? No? That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, like, look, he's like wearing overalls. Kind of like a, I don't think the Norns wear overalls. Unless it's like under their gear. I mean, like, maybe it's like he's like from a dock and therefore he's in a different location or something, but. Are we gonna get a maggot out of that? No? You just burn it? Okay. I always thought that line, it begins as such a weird, but it's like, it's not a weird line so much as it goes hard. And sometimes it's really funny because during like medicine stuff or during, you know, big boss fights or whatever, it hits hard. But then sometimes you're like touring around just doing your own thing. And suddenly it's like, it begins. And it's like, I'm just trying to harvest flowers. I'm not here for some deep deep stuff here. Okay, come on, store it. Like I said, I'm wasting ingredients, but that's fine. Well, he didn't come too close. There's that. There we go. That was much better. Those birds slowed him down quite a bit. I'm hoping this will be the last bit of it, but it really depends. Yep. Okay, cool. This undervine area is really tight knitted, isn't it?
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you